Question 7 says, complete the table of values for y equals a given equation, giving each value of 2 to 2 decimal places, each value to 2 decimal places where appropriate. So over here, we have to complete the table so we can see some missing values of y. To find this missing value of y, we have to substitute the value of x into the main equation. So how can we quickly do that? I'm going to show you a smart technique for that. So we will first of all input the whole equation into the calculator. 0.5 to the power starting bracket fraction alpha bracket close to write the value x here. To write x here, and then plus 3, divide by 3 plus 1 bracket close, then plus 2. After writing the whole equation here, we'll click on calc. You see here you can find calc. So when you click on calc, the calculator will ask you to write a value of x. So we can write the value of x as -3. So when I write the value of x as -3, the calculator will give a value of y here, and that is 3. Easy, right? We can now get, without clicking on anything, we'll again click on calc and write the value here as value of x as -2 to get the value of y here, and that's going to be 2.79. For the last one, we'll again click on calc and write the value of as -1, then equals, so it's giving us 2.629. So instead of 629, we are going to write 2.63 because they're asking you to find the result as 2 decimal place. So 2.63, that's our final result. So after getting our 3 values, we'll move to the next question where it says, on the grid opposite, draw the graph. To draw the graph, we have all the coordinates over here. So the first point is -6 and 4. So -6 is here and y4 is over here. The connecting point, we can see it's over here. The next point is -5 and 3.59. So -5 is here and 3.59 means 3.6. We can think it as 3.6. So all these lines are carries 0.1. So 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5 and 3.6. So we have to take this connecting point. So we found our second point. The third point is -4 and 3.26. So -4 and 3.26 is close to 3.25. So 3.1, 3.2. So we can say this one is 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. So we'll take this point, which is the middle of 3.2 and 3. The next point is -3 and 3. It's easy. This is the point. The fourth point is -2 and 2.79. So 2.79 is close to 2.8. So we can take this point. Then -1 and 2.63. So 2.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6.3 will be this midpoint. Then last point is 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be the point. So you have to draw a smooth line. As I'm using a graphics tab, this will not be smooth. So when you draw a smooth line, it will be something like this. Now let's move to the next question, where it says, by drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, obtain an estimate to 1 decimal place the root of the equation. To find the root of the equation, they have given you a new equation. So you must understand that this equation is a combination of the main question and the suitable straight line. So we need to somehow extract the main equation from here. If we extract and separate it, we'll be left with only the suitable straight line. So let's write when we write the main equation, the next step would be, if you already know that the power of log can be brought to the front and and we can write it in front over here. And this plus x and plus 3, if we transfer it to the other side, it becomes -x and -3. Now, when I transfer this 3 and divide it over here, then -x divided by 3 will become -x over 3, and -3 over 3 will become -1. Now, you know how to transfer this or get rid of, if you want to get rid of this log, you need to transfer this 2 to the other side. and make everything as power. So the next step should be as it is. Twice x plus 2 equals 2 to the power minus x over 3 minus 1. So, but in the question, you can see it's 0.5. There is no 2. As there is no 2, so we have to somehow introduce 0.5 over here. So to introduce 0.5 over here, we need to understand one format, one formula for log. You will find this formula in the second page of the question, where if you want to introduce any base, you can introduce it by yourself, but you have to just transfer some numbers. You have to just arrange it in a different way. For example, let's say you have log 3 and x over here. Now, if you want to introduce a new log base, let's say you want to introduce 5 as a base, you have to write it like this: log 5 divided by log 5, and then this x, we have to put it on the numerator, and the base, we have to put it on the denominator. So you can see it says log bx, log a and x. If you want to introduce log b, then you have to introduce b on both sides, and this x will go on numerator, this a will go on denominator. So we have to use that formula over here, as we are not satisfied with this 2 because we need 0.5. As we need 0.5, we will introduce that 0.5 like this, and then we'll write the all of it on the numerator, and this 2 on the denominator, equals minus x over 3 minus 1. In the next line, we can write log 0.5 twice x plus 2 divided by minus 1. When you use a calculator, you get minus 1, equals minus x over 3 minus 1. Now, if I transfer this minus 1 to the other side, it will multiply with whatever we have on the right hand side. So when it's been multiplied, in the next step, we can write log 0.5 twice x plus 2 equals, the sign will change as we are multiplying everything with minus 1. So it will become x over 3 plus 1. Now we are almost close to what we need. Now, when I transfer this 0.5 to the other side, it will become twice x plus 2 equals 0.5 to the power x over 3 plus 1. If you see, finally we are over here, where we have made it exactly as the question. But in the main equation, in the equation of y, to make it y, we have to add 2 more with it. So if I add 2 more, I cannot just add it to one side. I have to add 2 to both sides. So twice x plus 2 becomes 4, and then we can instead of all of these, we can just write y, because all of these is equivalent to y as stated in the question. So now you can see, instead of all of these, they have written y over here, and we are left with twice x plus 4. That's how we have just extracted the main equation from the given equation. And we are left with a linear equation. Now, with this linear equation, we have to draw it. How to draw a linear equation? It's easy. We'll just take 3 points, any of the 3 points from here. So if you remember, we have this point. So we'll take any of the 3 points. Let's take minus 5, minus 2, and 0. So when we take minus 5, minus 2, and 0, so when we substitute minus 5 into x, so it becomes minus 10 plus 4, which is minus 6. So y will become minus 6. If I substitute minus 2 into the equation, minus 4 plus 4, it's 0. And then 0, when I substitute 0 over here, then it becomes only 4. So now we have 3 coordinates over here. So the first coordinate is minus 5 and minus 6. So we don't have minus 6 here. So let's move to the next coordinate, minus 2 and 0. Minus 2 and 0 will be something like this. And what's the last one? The last one is 0 and 0 and 4. So when I have 0 and 4 here, 0 and 4 is somewhere over here. So we have found 2 points at least. With these 2 points, we can easily draw a straight line. So when I draw a straight line, the straight line will be something like this. So after drawing the straight line, we can see the connecting point is actually this one. You can see that this is the connecting point, which is somewhere over here, which is if I count, it is like minus 0.7, somewhere at minus 0.7. In the mark scheme, we can see both the answers are correct. If someone finds minus 0.8 or minus 0.7, they will be flexible over here. They can give you 1 mark for this one. Thanks everyone for watching this video.